and in jail on Bookface. And so, but I still have a private community as well as my other groups and my business page. So I'm streaming live in multiple places, and I brought TT in the building as well. So if you're on TT, double tap the screen, say hi, Jerisha. Let me know you're in the building. How you doing, gorgeous? And we should have changed the title, but it's fine. I don't like it looks washed out over here. I don't know why. So we'll figure that out. But hello, gorgeous. Hello, pretty people. All the pretty people say hi, Jerusha. Let me know you're in the building. Hello, pretty people. Yes, hello, gorgeous. Good to see you. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love to see the pretty people in the building. Hello, gorgeous. It's Tuesday. And what do we do every Tuesday? A quick lunch and learn every Tuesday at 1:30. And I'm going to share some great follow-up and overcoming objections with you, how to handle objections. And so this is going to be a fun class. So if you're joining me for the very first time, please let me know in the chat. Just put the word business so I know you have a business. I don't need to know what type of business. I don't need to know what you sell. I want to know you have a business so I can celebrate with you and congratulate you for having a business. Most people would love to be where you are. And so we want to celebrate our business owners. So put the word business. If you're watching the replay, you can still put the word business because I still want to celebrate you if you watch the replay. So put it in the chat. Yes, say thank you, Jerusha. I appreciate the love. And we're going to make sure we're sharing this all over. So do me a favor. I'm sharing it in my stories, my business page, my groups, as well as my YouTube channel, Instagram. So we want to stream in multiple places. And as promised, yes, Jerusha, as promised, which is my favorite sales word, 2 words, as promised, I am here to make sure I shorten your learning curve because I don't want to be the best kept secret. I want you to win in fourth quarter. If you want to win in fourth quarter, say me. We have so much fun on TT. Say me if you want to win in fourth quarter. Say, yes, Dave, you're talking to me, Jerusha. You're talking to me. So if I'm talking to you, and I'm going to share this on my business page as well. So do me a favor, please tag your business bestie. We're going to go over really fast what you need to do. I don't like the way that looks. We're going to go over really fast what you need to do in fourth quarter, how to get more sales, how to follow up and handle objections. So that is the jam today. Hello, gorgeous. Say hi, Jerusha. I see your beautiful faces on the book face. Say hello, gorgeous. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, let's get it on. Please get your pen and paper out because I have some things I need to do for my son. He is, yes, simply being Hope is in the building. How you doing, gorgeous, on TT? I have some things I need to do for my son. We're on the deadline. So let's go, pretty people. If you are getting scholarships and you are applying for schools and, you know, people are looking at you for deals, there's a lot of information that you have to cover. So I got some things I need to cover today. And so let me just tell you, 1:30, mark your calendars every Tuesday. As long as you show up in the business group, I'm going to be here. Otherwise, I'll be on TT or on my YouTube channel. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Listen for the people in the back. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Today, we're going to talk about how you overcome those objections on the phone. You've already, booked a Zoom call, or you've booked a person to, talk with you over the phone about an opportunity. And you want to know, okay, how do I follow up to make sure that they get on the call or get on the Zoom? And so you do have to follow up with people because they have a life outside of talking to you. And so when I ran my business offline, we would physically be calling on the phone, following up. And so this is how I know how to do this so well. I did it for years. I've trained thousands, developed leaders. And so I share what I know for sure. And so I want to definitely make sure you're getting the sales, you're getting the connections, the contacts, the collaborations in fourth quarter. You got to know how to handle objections. Let's go, pretty people. Fourth quarter is where you make all the money. So do me a favor. If you're on TT, hold my nose down, share the broadcast. We want other people to learn this skill set. Everything is a skill. You can learn a skill. Now, I'm not tech savvy. That's not my jam, but I have learned some skills. So if you put your mind to it, you can do it. I was a cheerleader for real. So yes, you can do anything you put your mind to. So we want to make the decision to grow. You want to make the decision to scale in fourth quarter. When you start growing, people will say you've changed. Well, isn't that the point? When you start showing up on social media, talking about your real estate business, growing on your insurance business, people are going to say you changed. Isn't that the point? And so all of you that are afraid to use social media as a tool to build your business, it is a tool. That's all this is a tool. We use tools. Don't be a fool. You're supposed to change. Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. It doesn't matter if you look crazy to them. It doesn't matter they don't pay your bills. It doesn't matter you're leaving a legacy. You're getting more exposure. Use social media to your advantage. When you plant a seed, you're expecting it to change into a beautiful flower. Yes? Isn't that the point? Whatever you water in life is going to grow. If you water a seed, do you expect it to look the same or different? Different. So you have to water into your business, pour into your business, pour into your people. You are looking for results. But if you water jealousy, you're going to get more of it. If you water positive relationships, you're going to get more of that too. So your personal growth, thank you so much for the hearts, and your business growth should be boiling and teeming with good energy. Energy is transferable and energy is contagious. I need you to become a master at listening. You should be constantly, consistently, noticeably, unequivocally, always growing. You're always growing. I'm always learning a new skill. We all make choices. I tell my boys all the time, we all make choices. And so it's a choice if you're going to use this tool. It's a choice if you want to learn how to attract new clients, new leads, new connections. It's a choice if you follow up with people who connect with you. It's a choice if you invite people to a Zoom call and they don't show up, you follow up. You invite someone and you want to make sure they're going to show up. And I'm going to help you with that. We all make choices. You don't look crazy. You're just learning a skill. And this is the thing. When you are following up, don't spend a lot of time trying to beg them to meet with you. Don't spend a lot of time begging them to look at your product, to look at your website. You need to make sure that you give the facts, share the benefits, and you move forward. You want them to take a look at your product. You don't want to beg them to take a look at your product. You want to educate them about your product. You don't want to beg them. Yes, you're just learning a skill. You want to become a great influencer. We are all about empowering and developing the future leaders. You are a leader. That's why you're listening to me. Leadership is basically training, teaching, helping people become successful. You have something people need. They need to see you. With your products, you're going to share the facts or the benefits and what it does, not what it is. You better write that down. When you are sharing your products, share the facts about your products, not the ingredients, not like that. Like how is it benefiting you? How did it benefit your customers? They want to know what it does, not what it is. You don't need to tell me it's essential oil. It's essential oil. It's essential oil. I got that. What does it do? Just give them the benefits. That's it. Not unnecessary information, because people don't remember anyway. So I want you to speak like a leader. I want you to show up on social media with your product, your service, your opportunity. Show up like you're already there. You got to see it before you see it, and you got to seek it before you see it. And so when you're following up, this is a very crucial part in your business. 80% of your money is in the follow-up. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. 80% of your money is sitting in the follow-up. 80% of the contacts you need to make is to follow up. So you got to listen to what people say and what they don't say. So I'm going to give you how to follow up. If you are using the voice message, you can follow up through the voice in Messenger. They are scheduled for a Zoom call with you. They're scheduled to go into your Discord. They're scheduled to meet you in your Patreon, whatever. They're scheduled to meet you in your group. Like I'm scheduled every 1:30 for my business page, right? And you want to follow up with that person to make sure that they show up. You've scheduled this business meeting to show them how your services work. You're making a phone call to really go over everything that you offer. You want to make sure they're showing up. Now, let me say, I do use a tool today to follow up. I use an all-in-one system that will follow up for me through text and through email. I have to physically follow up on TT because TT doesn't allow third-party apps to follow up for you. So I still follow up. But if you are on certain apps, it allows you to connect your third-party app, and then it follows up through text or email for me. So for most people, you have to physically start doing it yourself. So you're not actually calling on the phone, but you are using that smartphone. Remember, if you're not using the smartphone, it's a dumb phone. Okay? Say Jerusha said it first. So you can go to Messenger on that smartphone. You can leave a voice clip so they can hear the voice. To me, there's nothing like the voice. We still want to humanize being on social media. Even though this technology is great, we still want to know we're human. I still have feelings. I still can feel you. So you do want to humanize it. And one way to do it is to leave your voice. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, I don't like my voice. I don't have a voice like that. I've never been in radio or television. I've never learned how to speak, articulately. I don't know how to change the intonations and the tonality of my voice. Okay, stop. Everybody doesn't have a good voice that's on radio right now. I can name several people right now. They don't have a radio voice, but they're still doing it and enjoying it. Everybody doesn't have this voice that you think you need to have. You have the voice that God gave you. Isn't that something? You have the voice that God gave you and you complaining. Baby, you better run with it. Just run with it because somebody's going to be attracted to your voice. So you have that voice clip where you can say, hey, we're meeting for a Zoom at 5 o'clock. Just want to make sure you have the Zoom link. You can leave the voice. It's a personal touch. Can you send a reminder email that's in Google? You can set up your Google Calendar. It'll send a reminder. Hey, we have a meeting that's scheduled on the Zoom at 11 a.m. Here's the Zoom link. Yes, you can do that too. See, we're telling you it's still following up. Whether you allow the email to follow up for you, whether you're doing a texting campaign where your text goes and say, because my doctor's appointment, my son has a dental appointment Friday, they're texting away. Hey, please make sure you're at your dental appointment on Friday. That's following up. Okay. Businesses follow up. It's nothing wrong with following up. You're not bothering people. You're not begging people. Baby, the dentists have sent me 3 messages already to follow up for Friday. They started yesterday. Making sure we come into that appointment. Because if we don't come to that appointment, they do charge you, but they need to put somebody else in that slot if we're not coming. Same thing with your business. You got to treat your business like a business. Okay. I have people scheduled to talk to. Baby, if you're not going to show up for your appointment, you need to tell me because I can schedule somebody else. That's what business owners do. So that follow-up is necessary. The reason why you don't have people show up to listen to your opportunity or to listen to your services, they flake out on you. You got follow-up, follow-up. So you call or you use voice clip or you text or you email, but you follow up. Now, I'm going to tell you a little special thing. It's nothing like me leaving you a voice clip and saying, hey, I know we're scheduled for that 11 o'clock Zoom. Just want to make sure you got the link. You're going to be like, oh, okay. Yeah, I did get the link. Or I can't make the appointment. See, my goal for doing it is to make sure you make that appointment, that nothing changes because I've scheduled time and my time is money. See, time equals money. And so you're just like wasting time with people because you're afraid to follow up. If the person says, oh, I'm at work, I don't know if I'm going to make it. I know a lot of you get that. Okay. They're already telling you in advance, they're not going to make that Zoom call that you scheduled. They're not going to make that meeting that you scheduled. You get to say, what happened? I've already scheduled everything. What happened? You're going to ask a question. You're not going to, say, oh, and be passive aggressive and be like, oh, okay, maybe next time. Boo. What we doing? You own a business. Own it. You own a business. You think if I miss the dental appointment and I say, oh, I'm not going to make it, they're going to like, oh, no, why? They're not. On to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one. But they are going to say, can we reschedule you? The one thing they are going to say, because they still need to get that money, honey. Even if they don't get the money on Friday, they're like, well, let's go ahead and reschedule because they still want to get to the money. They want to still get to the bag. Is this making sense? If you're not following, make sure you follow on TT. We're going to get 25 unique followers. I am streaming in multiple places because I go live every Tuesday at 1:30 in my business group and on my business Facebook business page. Okay, so you want to ask because you want to reschedule her. She says, oh, I'm not going to be able to make it, or I don't think I'm going to be able to make it, or I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make it. Yes, whatever she says along those lines, she's letting you know she's not coming. She's giving you a heads up because you guys are afraid to say, you know what, I changed my mind, and or I can reschedule. The first person that spoke to me about my very first business, I did not come to the first appointment. Hello. Okay. And I end up becoming a part of the top 1% and passing that person. So the first meeting that she scheduled with me, I did not show up. She did follow up. She did. And we rescheduled. And I became a part of the top 1%. You are leaving the money on the table if you don't follow up. You actually don't know who you're talking to. You don't know how this client could change your business. You don't know the connections of that person because you didn't follow up. If the person says, and I've had this happen, I don't know if I'm interested. They don't know if they're interested in your product. They thought you had a great spiel. They thought your product could relieve them of sleep apnea. They thought your product could help them lose weight. They thought your product could, whatever it is. And they say to you, I don't know if I'm interested in blank product, or I don't know if I'm interested in blank services. You need to ask a question. See, we become great question askers as salespeople. I'm just going to ask a question. If you say, I don't know if I'm interested in a 3-day ride, I'm going to ask you, well, what does that mean to you? Or I'm going to ask, what does that look like for you? I'm going to ask one of those two things. If you say, I don't know if I'm interested in the follow-up ebook, I'm going to ask a question because we've already scheduled you to hear what that looks like or to look at the website. And this is, what does that mean for you? What does that look like for you? Ask another question because the hesitation is what she hasn't told you yet. And you're trying to figure out what's the hesitation. We don't need to be passive aggressive. We are leaders. You want to go ahead and ask. You don't hear strong leaders timid, right? You don't see successful people timid when it comes to their business. They might be an introvert, but when it comes to their business, they know how to talk about it. Yes or yes. So you're going to ask a question. What does that mean for you? What does that look like for you? And then she's able to tell you, or he's able to tell you, I don't know if I'm going to use the product every day to lose weight. She just tells you, I don't know if I'm going to be committed if I get inside your 3-day ride business course. I don't know if I'm going to use that follow-up ebook if I purchase it. Then she tells you what it is. I don't know if I'm going to be consistent to see results on your product. Whatever it is. If it's an opportunity, I don't know if I really want to sell online. I don't know if I really want to be on social media. She'll start telling you, I don't know how to network with other people. I don't have a big network. Buy the ebook, everybody. Thank you. Okay. I don't have a network of people to talk to. You hear people say that, right? Or this is always interesting. In my first company, and I never understood this even to this day, I never understood when people say, I don't use that product. What are you talking about? You don't have to use the product to try the product. You don't have to use the product to try it for the first time to see if you want to be an affiliate, to see if you want to just be a consumer. You don't have to have used it before. That was always interesting to me when someone says, I never even used that. I'm thinking, why would you have? That doesn't determine whether you could do it or not. That doesn't determine whether we should move forward or you should get educated. Now, here's the part where most people are afraid to, handle that objection. You always want to make sure you use, in my opinion, what still works to this day. It's old school, the feel, felt, found. Or you can use that method, or you can say, I hear you. I would not have considered this product, until I saw my sister lose 5 pounds. I would not have considered this product until I saw another person say they sleep 8 hours a night. I would not have considered this opportunity with my background in radio and television. Whatever it is, then you ask another question. Do you want a better work-life balance? Most people want a better work-life balance. Most people are going to say yes. To the questions that I'm asking, most people are going to say yes. Do you want a better work-life balance? Yes. And some people are doing their life work. So you can say, do you think you're doing your life work right now? Most people are not. Most people work to pay bills. Most people work to get over, to make sure they're just making it day by day. Most people are not doing their life work. So when you say, do you want a better work-life balance? The answer is usually yes. And if you have an opportunity, you can share that opportunity. Especially when it's an opportunity, people like to say, I like my job. I like my career. I don't know if I can do social media. I can't do a live like that. You're comparing yourself to other people. I always say, do not base your success or failure on what somebody else did or didn't do. Do not base your success or failure on what somebody did or didn't do. I'm just always asking questions and telling stories. Stories sell, facts tell. I'm going to say it again. Stories sell. And you want to be relatable. I hear you. I understand. I would have never thought I would leave, radio and television to build a home-based business. But I wanted time freedom. I wanted to leave a legacy for my boys. I didn't want to be capped out in my salary. I wanted to earn as much as I deserve. Is that something you want to do? I'm asking another question. Do you have everything that you've ever dreamed of right now? Because this may or may not be a fit. Wait for it. It's okay to tell people this may or may not be a fit. I just wanted to have time freedom, financial freedom. I wanted to attend all of my son's events. I wanted to attend all doctor's appointments. I wanted to attend every activity, travel with the whole school. Baby, I am there, present. Didn't miss not one trip. Me. If that's not something you want, that's fine. I wanted the flexibility. You see how you tell your story and you ask a question. And if she asks, does this make sense? Yes or yes. So when you are following up, you're going to have people that say, I don't know. I'm not interested. Let me think about it. If you have a follow-up script, you have an ebook that tells you exactly what to say, a plug and play, plug and play, plug and play. And over time, you're going to learn these because you're going to be talking to so many people. You're going to be saying the same thing over and over and over and over, just to different people. Most people never get to that point because they don't do it long enough. They don't talk to enough people. And so no is your best friend. Do you see no right there? No, ride with me every day. Someone's saying, no, thank you. I'm not interested. Let me think about it. I got to ask my husband. I love my job. I don't know if I could do social media. I don't know if I'm good at that. Oh, I don't have a network of people. Every day somebody's saying that. Because I get that every day, I know how to overcome the objection. Everybody does, she said, everybody doesn't want to be a millionaire, but most people want to live comfortably. If making extra money is something you want to do, why wouldn't you get educated? You see how I overcome that objection and I asked the question? You don't have to be a millionaire, but if you're already using social media every day, you're opening up that smartphone, you're scrolling your life away, why not scroll to the bank? You're already using the tool. You just have to learn a skill. You opened it up. You're looking at me right now. You opened it up. Why not get paid for it? So if you could learn a skill, if I could teach you a skill, right? Would you be open to that? The answer is yes or no. If you're just here for entertainment purposes, great. If you're just here to get kikis, great. But if you're like, man, if I'm opening this up, like I'm already scrolling 30 minutes, an hour, the average person spends at least 2 hours on social media a day. Whether it's 15 over here, 30 minutes over here, 5 minutes over here. And the average person, Google it. The average person spends about 2 to 4 hours a day just scrolling aimlessly throughout the day, randomly. Why not get in front of it? Thank you for the popular vote. So I want to have the option, right? So I need to learn the skill to have the option to make money, to leverage, and to monetize. I have the option to work for myself. Even if you love your job in corporate America or whatever you do, you want to have the option to work for yourself. You want to have the option to leave generational wealth, and you can't do that working as an employee. You want to have the option to have financial freedom. And so for me, I get people educated about opportunities that I have, or I educate people on how to build their business, market, and sell their products. I just want to know that I just want you to know you have the option to change your current situation if you want to. You're smart. Is it worth learning a skill? You're smart. Is it worth getting educated? You're smart. Is it worth investing in yourself? Is it? That's another question, right? See how I'm asking questions, but I'm also understanding your situation. I'm being human. And if you scheduled a Zoom with the person, you scheduled a call with the person, a follow-up call or whatever, you also want to follow up right before the call, 30 minutes prior, an hour prior, and making sure you're at the top of their brain. You don't want to waste your time. So if I schedule you at 11 o'clock, we're going to do a discovery call. To get into my 6-month coaching program, I have a discovery call. Okay, now my system is going to send you an email as a reminder. You're going to receive a text message as a reminder, but it's nothing like me leaving a voice. So I can't wait for our discovery call at 11 a.m. Okay, or if it's a Zoom call with a group of people, right? I can also do it voice clip in Messenger. Hey, I know we're scheduled for our discovery call at 11 a.m. If you jump on 5 minutes prior, then that way you and I can chit chat. What time can you jump on? I can always follow up. Now, keep in mind, even though I'm saying in my follow-up ebook, there are 2 things available. The follow-up ebook gives you the scripts that I'm saying right now. It gives you an entire year worth of scripts, everything to follow up after that initial conversation, how to follow up, the sequence of follow-up, what exactly to say verbatim. It's a plug and play follow-up system. You take those scripts, put it in your email marketing campaign. Take those scripts, put it in your texting campaign. Now, I use an all-in-one system where I've already plugged in my follow-up scripts and it goes out for me. Okay. Now, if you're not there yet where you can get a CRM system, you do it. It's nothing wrong with your fingers. You better be typing away, or you better be using that voice on the voice clip. Nothing's wrong with you. Now, keep in mind, if you put ebook in the chat, if you want that follow-up ebook, okay? Put ebook in the chat. But what I've done for you, because most of you are afraid of overcoming the objection. Most of you are afraid of, if they say, I'm not interested, you be like, okay, bye. If they say, not right now, you're like, okay, thank you. Okay. And that's how you lose sales, because no doesn't mean never. No could mean not right now. No could mean, next opportunity. So you want to ask the questions. Hey, can I keep you updated with promotions that are coming up for 4th quarter? Yes, you can keep me updated. Now you got them in your follow-up system. Wait a minute. Like it's not your, I know. You get so afraid of people, but you want to help people. I don't understand. Relax. I tell my son, my son drives, right? And so he's going for his license October the 8th. So we've been driving quite some time with this permit. He wasn't in a rush, me either. And so when he's driving too fast, I'm like, relax. We don't need to get to 45. Relax. You're in control. You're in control. You know you're in control of the car, right? Relax. We don't need to speed up because somebody's behind us and we feel like they want us to go faster. Relax. It's cool. It's cool. I promise you it is. So the same thing applies to your business. Relax. Girl, you are in control. Did you know that? You have the power. You have it. Relax. Don't feel pressured to hang up. Don't feel pressured if the person texts, I'm not going to make it. Okay. What are we doing? We're all adults, right? If the person says, let me think about it. All of those things that people say, relax. Chill. My son says, just chill, mama, chill. Mama, just chill. Chill out. It's okay. It's okay. Because if you're talking to enough people, you're going to be talking to the next person anyway. and the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. So relax. People can hear when you're desperate. People can hear when you're begging. People can hear when you're unsure. People can hear your insecurities. People can hear it. So relax. Breathe. Girl, she can't see you on the other end. Okay? If you got to stand up, sit down, walk around, whatever you got to do, relax. If she's professional, she gets it. Now, if she's not, she might not be able to understand or comprehend that level of abundance that you have. But what are we doing in the end? Planting seeds. Planting good seeds. Okay? Planting good seeds. That all things are possible with God. Planting seeds. Letting her know, okay, let's go ahead and reschedule. Don't be afraid if she's like, oh, I'm not going to be able to make the Zoom call. You go ahead and say, okay, let me go ahead and get you back on my calendar because I have limited space. Will Monday at 2 o'clock work for you? Like, you go ahead and make the next move. You can ask, okay, oh man, what's happening right now? She'll tell you, oh, I got a meeting at work, or I have to go get my son from football practice. Whatever the excuse is, because it is an excuse, know that. You're just not important enough today. Doesn't mean never. I just told you, I canceled my first meeting with the person who talked to me about my very first business. I did not come to the first meeting. She followed up. Now, if they don't have the money, relax. If they don't have the money, that's a whole nother situation. I'll tell you how to do that at another time. But if you get the follow-up ebook, every objection will be in there, the way to handle it, what to say. Get the follow-up ebook. I also put a bundle together for fourth quarter because you guys want to know, well, if they do say I have to talk to my spouse, Jerusha, what do I say? So I put that together as a bundle. So the follow-up ebook and the top 10 ways to overcome objection is a bundle. If you put conversion in the chat, that opens up in October. So go ahead. I'm taking pre-orders. If you want it, put conversion in the chat. You'll be able to get double for your troubles. But if you just want the follow-up ebook, it's available in the L word or text me ebook and it's yours. So all of the people who saying I don't have time for social media, they do because they scroll social media. For all the people who are saying I have a full-time job, you still scroll social media. So you do have time to market, to brand, to sell, to learn a skill. Now, timing is my favorite thing. That's why I created my power hour. I love for people to tell me they don't have time. I love it because I know that's not a true statement. And so it's always asking different questions. I'm always like, I hear you. I don't say I understand because I don't. If you tell me you want to change your life, if you tell me you want to change your finances, if you tell me you want to learn how social media works so you can market and brand and have social presence and credibility and monetize and leverage, and then I say, okay, let's schedule a meeting so we can go over some things. And you say, oh, I don't know if I'm going to have time. I know I scheduled it. I don't say I understand. So you shouldn't say you understand because you don't. If they say, oh, I don't know if I want your product, don't say I understand. You don't understand. That's a comfort word. So when we get nervous, remember I told you to relax. We get nervous, you start saying stuff that don't make sense. Just relax. You don't understand. Okay? You can say I hear you. You did hear her, but you don't understand. And you also can say, can I be candid with you? She says, yes. You can ask another question. If losing weight is something that you really want, if you have some health challenges and you need to take care of it, if that's something you really want, why wouldn't you get educated about what this product can do? Just ask another question. Then she'll be able to say, I just don't have the money, whatever it is. You can also say, well, what's your hesitation? You've expressed that you have some health challenges and you want to X, Y, and Z with this product. What's your hesitation? She'll be able to tell you the hesitation. All of this is available for you in writing. When I was offering, I have an opportunity. I'm an affiliate with a company. And so if someone says they want to change their circumstances, they want to start a business, I do have a business they can start. And so they've expressed they need to know how to do this. Then it's time for them to get educated or move forward. Something changed. Somebody discouraged them. They felt insecure about it. Whatever, something changed. You have to sometimes get to people's level. You have to sometimes lift them up. You have to tell people you're sharp. You could be successful. Do you like having time with your family and friends? Do you like making your own schedule? Would you enjoy generating extra income on social media because you use it every day? If you could make an extra $1,000 a week, would that be something that you're open to? You just start asking questions, building that person mindset up so they think bigger. Because right now, what's stopping most people, they're thinking too small. I'm going to mess up. I'm going to sound crazy. I'm not going to be able to create, good content. They're talking to themselves instead of listening. Yeah, they're listening to themselves instead of talking to themselves. Mindset. That's correct. They're just listening to the negative chatter instead of talking. I'm the best. I'm the number one speaker on social media. You tell yourself you're your biggest cheerleader. And then when another person comes along like me and say, I know you can do this. I believe in you. If I can learn to be tech savvy a little bit, you can learn how to do it. If I give you a step-by-step plan, could you learn? If I show you how to overcome objections with the top 10 ways, could you learn? You have to do that for people. Because they don't have anybody in their lives that's pouring into them. You're the type of woman I want to work with. You're the type of person I want to take time for because I can see you want it. You're the type of person I'll jump on the call for because I can see your account. I can see that you're trying. You just need a little bit more help. Then they reschedule. Then they show up for the meeting. Then they book with you. Then they purchase. That's all you have to do. Now, if they like, no, that's okay. Don't worry about it, especially if they have an attitude. If they say, because I don't deal with that. So if they say, oh, no, don't worry about it. I don't want to reschedule. I changed my mind. My friend sells it. I'm just going to get it off of Amazon, whatever. Listen, it's not you. It's not personal. It's personal preference. I'm going to say it again. It's not you. It's not your product. It's not your service. It's not personal. It's personal preference. Denzel Washington said it best. When you pray for rain, you have to deal with the mud too. When you pray for all these things, unbelievable, unlimited customers and clients, unlimited leads, an overflow of money, an overflow of activities, an overflow of abundance. When you pray for all these things, when you pray for rain, you want God to rain down on you, right? Yes, you do. You have to deal with the mud too. At every level, there's a devil. At every level, there's a devil. It's just different devils, different demons. So you're going to grow to be this person over time. So give yourself some grace. Relax. Chill out. Relax. So now, how many of you believe you can do it? It always seems impossible until it's done. So how many people believe they can overcome objections? How many people believe, yes, if someone says no, they know what to say? How many people believe they can learn a skill? How many believe people are hungry? Like Les Brown says, they're hungry enough to put in the time, put in the sweat equity. Yes, yes. Okay. How many people are ready for the ebook? Put ebook in the chat, text message ebook, so you can go ahead and get started today. Nothing is stopping you but you. You're the problem. You're the solution. It's time for you to jump in fourth quarter. Ready? Okay. It's time for you to jump in fourth quarter. It's time for you to jump in fourth quarter. Stop waiting on the perfect time. There's never going to be a perfect time. The time is now. Tomorrow is today. If I waited to go home, right, and I'm waiting till all the lights turn green, I'm going to go home when all the lights turn green. I'm never going to get home under those circumstances. Guess what happens? I get in the car. I start driving. The light is yellow. Okay. I go driving, the light is red. I'm driving, the light is green. That's how your business is. It's going to keep going until you get to the destination. My boys, I'll tell you this. You ready to eat? That's right. I'm ready to eat. My boys, hashtag mama boys, and I used to play this game. They're young men right now. Well, my son's in a senior in high school. And so when they were younger, my boys and I played this game to jump over the stick or a rope. Now, a lot of people don't know this game. Only if you old school. So I taught them this game because it's a game we used to play, right? When you didn't have a lot of like toys, you made up everything to be a toy. The water hose, whatever was outside was a toy. Okay. You have one person on each end of the stick holding it, probably 1 foot from the ground. Y'all played this game? Anybody? You got the water hose, baby. You done unhooked it from the water faucet, and one person has one end, the other person has the other end, or you have a rope or a stick or whatever is outside. Anybody? Raise your hand. Okay. So you're holding it probably about 1 foot from the ground. So I was showing my boys this, and I said to my boys, now jump. And so it's easy, right, to jump over that because it's only 1 foot off the ground. Then you raise the bar just a little bit higher. Now it's 2 feet off the ground. And I told my boys, okay, jump. They're able to jump. Okay, great. You made it. You did it. You see how this works? You're growing, right? Now I push it up a little bit higher. Now it's 3 feet. Okay, I need you to jump. Now you can jump over it. Now, of course, when they're smaller, it's hard to jump over 3 feet. You're like, what? Yeah, try. We go further back. Guess what happens? You go further back to run to generate momentum to jump over 3 feet. 1 was easy. Oh, 2 was a little bit challenging, but not really. But 3, I got to go back to go forward. Have you ever noticed that? When you're about to jump higher, you may have to go back to go forward. Then the bar is raised to 4 feet. We have to take a different approach because we must jump over it. That's what happens in business. Opening the app is step 1. Oh, I know how to do that. Creating content also is step 1. I know how to do that. Creating content consistently is step 2. You want to be more successful, raise the bar. Each time you may have to take a different approach to get over, but you will jump. This is not for the faint at heart. Entrepreneurship, successful entrepreneurs, is not for the faint at heart. Raise the bar, jump, start the training, start the courses, get the mentor, start, jump. You're going to have to take different approaches, but you can get over. And so if you understand the importance of follow-up, 80% of your money is in the follow-up. I'm happy to share with you how I follow up. Message me, DM me, ebook, and I'll send you the ebook. If you want a bundle, put conversion. If you want the bundle, you need both, the follow-up and how to overcome the objection. Okay, you need both. That was me. I needed both. When I first started in my business, I needed both. Okay, put conversion and I got you. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. I'm going to create a mini course, a 15-minute mini course on follow-up and overcoming objections in TikTok. They gave us a Service Plus button where we can create video courses within TikTok. So I'm going to create a 15-minute course. And so that'll be available for you in TikTok. So you can just grab it each time. So I'm very excited to see how that feature works. I just got it 2 weeks ago. So we're going to put that together for you because I don't want to see you get left behind, baby, because we're going to the top because it's the bottom that's overcrowded. So if you love training like this, make sure you follow, tag your business bestie. If you're watching the replay, put replay in the chat. I'm here every Tuesday at 1:30. I do this quick lunch and learn. I'm so grateful that you show up in the business group. Well, the business page, actually. I'm Jerusha. I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'll see you next Tuesday at 1:30. I appreciate you. Enjoy. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Good to see you. Blind Man is in the building. Arlene is in the building. Audra is in the building. How you doing, gorgeous? Good to see you. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Enjoy.